there, Saggies. How's it going? It's your friend Dharma here to do another tarot spread for you. This is supposed to be for roughly a week or so from whenever you watch this. This is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, whatever. My nose has already started itching. So this is supposed to be for about 7 days from whenever you watch this, okay? So calling in guides, angels, anyone from the highest good. My Sagittarius tribe. Oh, there's a couple. There's too many cards. So the Queen of Water, so if that comes back out, we'll talk about it. Okay. So, manifesting movement forward, are we? These are the only two that came up face up, so I can see them, right? So I always take them together. And what do we have here? Two major arcanas. This is movement. This is like, you know when, okay, so if you could picture the chariot, right? But picture like a bunch of chariots. Or if you're like a fan of Game of Thrones, picture the Dothraki, okay? And they're on these horses. And it's like the magician put out a raven's call, or whatever the term is for that. Put it out there and send the raven out. And he stands there and waits and waits and waits and waits, knowing that that homing pigeon or whatever it is knows how to deliver the message. And I'm seeing this image of this magician, this very, very crafted magician standing at the end of this balcony, and you can hear the horses. It's like the moment that you can hear the hooves of the big like stampede of horses, and people like yay, like coming in, like it's coming, and there it is, except now they've come around the bend and you can hear it, and the closer it gets the louder it becomes, which makes the anticipation better, and which makes there's like butterflies, and it's getting to be real, I guess. It's like it's got its own rhythm, and it's almost like, you know how when a flock of animals or herd of animals, when they all start running together and their heartbeats start pumping together and they flap together or whatever they're doing, they move together, even like a school of fish, and it becomes this own. And I'm picturing this imagery, the horses and the stampede is like this energy of like big energy that has been manifested a while ago. And the manifestor, probably Sagittarius, has been sitting there waiting, like, I'm living in a place of expectance. I know it's coming. I'm not going to rush. And so, oh, there it is. And it's like you can see it coming around the corner, and that's where the butterflies come from, because you're like, oh shit, I did it. Oh shit, it really worked. Oh God. Like the love of my life is right there. And I don't have to do anything at all to bring this person in, except for stand here and wait, because here they come. And it's like it's so wicked awesome, bro. Yeah, see, there we are waiting. 3 of Wands. This is what I'm saying. This is like they're sitting at the port with their boat, and they can look out, and they're like, okay, here they come. It's like that moment when you can see the ships like come into view, and they're like, there it is, and it's coming. And this was also the same exact type of imagery, if you will, that it was put out there, and they trusted that their order would get through, I guess, and it would be brought in on ships, so they're waiting in the port. We have the Page of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. don't know where I was going to go with that. Because we have all three messengers. Messenger of earth, messenger of water, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Rods. This is like there's a catch. You know what I'm saying? Because by looking at these three knights, I'm sorry I kind of like zoned out there for a minute, but looking at these three knights, it's like I can't give you stability, I can't give you emotion, but I can give you sex. Right? And that's like, it feels like an immature offer, except it feels like there's a mask. Like that's not really... Like that's what's said, okay? But it's not really... There's a vibe of already knowing, and I kind of feel like someone in the picture is like, okay, just sex, whatever. But it's not, but they already know. And for some of you, there is going to be some people out there who, like, you know, go for the offer, okay, and do it, and then, you know, this masculine or whatever, and the person I know comes back, and they're like, well, they were just using me for sex. And it's like, well, then this reading isn't for you, because this is a vibe that's deeper. This is someone who is a master manifester, who has solid reason, there's hair in my face, who has solid reason to know otherwise. There is an energy exchange. There is a rhythm about it being grown. It's just that the person who might be in charge of saying what they need to say is like a little immature. But I think that one thing that is made clear in the week ahead is that starting any kind of contract in the week ahead probably isn't possible. But they're standing there, but they're like, but if you want to, you know, we could, whatever. And the magician's just looking down like, all right. Might as well while we're waiting. Am I right? You know? Am I right, Saggies? Okay, so coming to the Fairies Oracle. Who do we have coming out for Sagittarius in the week ahead, please? Singer of Healing. Lovely. Lovely. You know, I was... It's like... How do I want to put this? This magician, okay, in one way or another, figures out that it's coming. It's just going to take way longer than anybody anticipated. And if in the meantime, we're able to play, you know, play together without there being any real... I just heard best friend you've ever had. Like, best buds. But also this thing that has been manifested, right? Someone in this scenario feels really like, and this would be the person who's the magician. They're like, it feels like, I just heard that song. Whatever you... What is it? Jesus, that was awful. Sorry. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. That song makes me so sad. But that's very like, it's loyal is what this is loyal. Yeah. And so, and that might be a transformation, because I think that before this manifester was watching around the bend like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And they were starting to get salty, maybe, because the situation wasn't moving fast enough. And then this moment happens where it's like, you know, I want you, but, you know, and the person who's the manifester needs to rise up from the ashes of defeat and say, it's essentially like, it's a win, sort of. It's a win, almost. Like, you get part of the pie now. You don't get the whole pie till later. But with this knowledge, you know. Anybody else for Sagittarius this week, please? Oh my goodness gracious. So together, these two came out together. We have the fairy godmother and Luathas the wild. Man, this critter, okay, one of the keywords is fire. Being I'm a firefighter, I always go here. There's like levels of fire, right? As the hotter it gets, it changes color. And green fire is fucking hot. Like, do not get near green fire. It is really, really, really hot. If I was more professional, I would have an exact degree for you, but I do not. Why am I talking about that? I just heard something about an opportunity for... God, I just scared the shit out of myself. It's like there's this fairy around that is, and it doesn't have to be a fairy. It could be a loved one or spirit guide or angel or whatever you ride with, you know, whoever your team is. It's going to be different for everybody. A lot of people out there, lots of teams needed, right? Everyone has a team. You can only imagine how many extra. Anyway, the thing that's in charge of getting you and another person together, somehow or other in the week ahead, there's like, she comes in and she's like, bam, do it now. And it's like hot, kinky, like from the ashes, there's like whatever. And that's when you can like hear, I feel like you can hear it. Like it can be heard. The noise of the stampede or whatever is going on. It's creating, but it's hot, 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 hot like the phoenix, like hot, like rising from the ashes. Okay? But it's almost like, you know, this is grace. And I don't know why, if we're talking about grace and angels and stuff, that it would come in the form of sex, but these might be two people who are like damaged, or two Sagittarians who really like to fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that might be their love language for now. And so Spirit is like, all right, we need to arrange like a hookup. I don't know. But do you get it? Like somehow, or it's going to be different for everybody. But somehow or other, a spiritual moment happens that is so hot that it can be heard. I gotta know what this is. I'm curious. I need to get the tarot of sexual magic because that's always where I go. We'll see. Holy cannoli, I gotta see where this goes. Okay, Saggy, if you're gonna follow me, the link for the extended reading is in the box below. Please do like, subscribe, and share. I definitely appreciate it. If this is where we are parting ways, have fun this week. And let me know what the sound is that can be heard. I'm interested in that little clue. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for you. So follow me over there and we'll see where this goes. Until next time, have a good one, Sag.